Hello, everyone. Welcome to Movie Talk. We talk football. Bro, it's not looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? We've been done. Okay, first things first. Chelsea have just been eliminated by Arsenal out of the Carabao Cup in the semi-final. Second leg was played, and there's so many things that irritated me, but I'll just focus on the main things. And one of the things I failed to mention in my previous video. First things first, Liam Rossignol. I'm still indifferent towards him. I don't blame him that much. The only thing that I may look, but the thing is that it's almost like nitpicking at this point. But I don't like that lineup that he put up with at first. But if you look at it, if the scoreline was 0-0, I can understand that lineup. But this is the second leg. You are chasing the game. It's 3-2 on aggregate. And you come up with heavy defense. Liam, I don't know if it's me, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's starting to feel, it's like these last two games they're making him feel like as if, oh, I am that guy that shows up in the second half. So he played a defense heavy, he brought a defense heavy lineup in the first half, and then subsequently in the second half started bringing in the more attack minded players. And I'm like, dude, if you are that second half guy, this entire game is the second half. The first half you lost 3-2. So you should come out guns blazing because you are chasing the game. That's the only part that I look at Liam Rossignol and I'm like, seriously, man? Yeah. But besides that, I can't really judge the man because this video is going to be focused more. I like to keep everything balanced and fair. It's going to be focused more on the players. The players themselves have become, or let me not say have become, they are in this game. It's almost like as if they didn't want the game. And I'm sure a lot of you, especially those of you that watched the game without any bias, watched that game, they didn't look like, it was almost like as if they forgot about the scoreline. We started with Cucurella, Fofana, Malo Gusto, and Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, midfield, and what's his name? Santos, Andre Santos, João Pedro. Is that all? Well, Delap. So those are the players that we started with, and I looked at that lineup and I was not happy about it, and I'm like, we are too defensive, and I didn't like that. Anyway, I've mentioned that, and I don't want to dwell on that. So these players came out and it was almost like as if they thought that they were leading 3-2. And I'm watching the game and I'm looking and I'm like, guys, where's the urgency in this game? Where's the urgency? At some point, you could see, I don't know if you guys remember this part, they were just passing to each other like they were in training. And I'm like, what's going on? Guys, where's the urgency? You are trailing the game. And of course, the truth is, when I looked at that lineup, I knew we were going to struggle in attack. Because the fact that we had the lap, not even in number 9, we had the lap at the wing. A winger is supposed to be one of the most creative, if not the creative side of attack. And you put a Liam Delap in the wing. I knew we were not going to get anything from that wing. I knew. And every time the ball just went, in fact, at some point, the players stopped taking the ball that way. They kept on taking it towards Cucurella's side, the left wing. And Madueke, shout out to Cucurella. Cucurella really did a number on Madueke today. Madueke didn't really do much as long as Cucurella was there. But I want to give my flowers to Arsenal. This is the painful part of this video. Arsenal fans, if you're watching, I know you guys will love this part. Arsenal played like champions. They played smart. They played like they know what they are doing. They played like boxers. They played like fighters. You know, in boxing, where a fighter is, defending, waiting for that moment to strike. So we were like kids to them, You're just throwing your punches, and hoping to just do some damage. Well, unfortunately, they just had their guard up, waiting for that sucker punch. And I figured this out, that we weren't going to do much at the 79th minute. I looked at this game and I was like, Enzo Fernandez is misfiring. In fact, nobody was shooting except Enzo Fernandez and maybe Caicedo in the first half. And I'm like, no, don't you guys get this? I know Kepa, you just take a good shot from range and stretch him. Kepa is not great at that. Shout out Kepa. He did a decent job. I actually thought they'd field Raya, but Arteta has his reasons. Probably focused on the Premier League. But the only person that tried to and just kept on going wide was Enzo Fernandez. Caicedo did once, but that was pretty much it. João Pedro, you are a fine player. This is my problem with João Pedro. This man knows how to shoot. But for some reason, he just tends to hold the ball a little longer. He always tries to do this Hankaramesi thing. From time to time, he holds the ball. He tries to want to take his man on. Keep it simple. Take the ball, look for a next open player and release the ball, run into position. Keep it simple. Anyway, maybe you guys may have noticed something different that I didn't notice, but that's just what I noticed. And boy, the dagger in the second half. Liam Rosinho eventually brought in Estevao. And shout out to Estevao. I did not think that he would even make it in this game. He played Cole Palmer, and I'm sure a lot of you must have been excited when Cole Palmer came in, but I was not excited because Cole Palmer is not in form. He's not in form, so what did you expect from him against an Arsenal side? So Malo Gusto, I don't know, maybe he picked up a knock, and Achimpong had to come in. They took out the lap for Garnacho. And on that, the lap note, this is where I look at Bluco. The lap is, right now, I'm saying this based on now, right now, the lap is not a football player. The lap is not a football player. He's, I don't know, maybe he's an Ipswich spy. I don't know. But one thing I know about the lap is he's good at fighting. There was that instance in the game where he ran towards the corner flag. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And the lab just ran in there and just flung the player away. And I'm like, this is the only part that you're active. And every time the ball goes to the lab just loses the ball. Loses the ball. The ball comes to him. He's kicking the ball back. There is no creativity. There is no instinct of attack. There is no nothing. Excuse me. And this is where I look at Bluko and I'm like, excuse me, what is going on with me right now? This is the part where I look at the lap and I'm like, behold your number 9. Anyway, shout out to Arsenal. You guys played football. You waited for your moment. You held on. You did, and I'm sure some Chelsea fans will be like, "Oh no, you guys, there ain't much to you guys. We played you guys half the field, blah 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 blah." No, Arsenal did what they had to do, given the results, given the nature of the competition, given the amount of competitions that they are in, grinding out results. They knew they had the upper hand. They knew that all they had to do was just wait, hold that defense. And that was exactly what they did. Textbook. Chelsea, you knew you had to come out in attack. You knew you were chasing the game, and you were so lackadaisical. You were so relaxed. Like it felt like they forgot about the scoreline. How many times have I said that? Anyway, congratulations to Arsenal. You guys did what you had to do. You got the job done. And in the dying minutes, when you think that Chelsea is about to score, because we overcommitted, and that was all they needed. And Arsenal had that quick breakaway and an easy slot, an easy goal for Kai Havertz. They just left Sanchez out there to die. And the game ended 4-2. I want to be more angry than this, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, Arsenal did well. They did what they had to do. And we lost the plot. Let's be honest. Chelsea fans, let's be honest with ourselves. We lost the plot. Maybe I'll be more emotional in another video about this, but right now, I'm just weak. What can I say? What can I say? To be honest, my hopes were not even high before this game. They were not. It was higher in the first leg, but nah. Boy oh boy, where do we go from here? I guess it's back to the whole Bluko thing, huh? Chelsea fans, I'll make another video for you guys for that one. I'll see you guys in another one. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, whatever you feel. If you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong, if you have a different take, let me know in the comment section. I'll see you guys in another one. Thank you for watching. Take care and God bless.